What is up, you guys? Back at you with another video. Today's an interesting one. We're going to be discussing Asa Martin, his waiver status, where it's at, what do we think is going to happen, can he get it, can he not, and who he is, and all that about. So, to those who are new to the world of Asa Martin, aren't Auburn fans, Miami fans, just college football fanatics, here's the deal. Asa Martin comes in at 5'11", 200 pounds of a running back. He was a 4-star recruit out of high school. Everybody wanted this guy. He was highly sought after, and he chose to go in his home state for Auburn because Bama and Auburn were his top schools. Now, his waiver status starts all the way in his freshman college year last year. What's interesting is they were going to play Mississippi State University. Up until that point, Asa Martin has already played the maximum games he could to still have a red shirt. Now, the portal on Thursday, so they play the game Saturday, on Thursday, that tracks these players and which games they have played in, was incorrect for Asa Martin. It stated that he did not play in one of the games, yet he had. His mother was on her heels, of course, and paying attention, knowing what's going on, and so she calls up Auburn's offensive coordinator, Chip Lindsey, and says, hey, if you use him against Mississippi State University, he's going to be without a red shirt. He's going to lose it. He's going to not have that 4-game rule applied to him because he's played in plenty. He said, I'm well aware. But it's okay, ma'am. It's totally fine. We believe that he's going to be a factor in our offense going forward this season. Conversation ended. Martin's mom was happy, and here he goes. Goes into the game. Now, what's crazy is after that game, he didn't appear for 6 weeks until he was in the Liberty game. That was basically a blowout, and until the tail end of that game, he appeared for a couple of games. That was it. I mean, his whole season with 13 carries, 57 yards, 2 catches, 36 yards. What's even crazier is after the Mississippi State game, there were coordinators and assistants that said, hey, let's redshirt Asa. I would like to have that happen. They were clueless. They had no idea that he lost his eligibility to be a redshirt. He had been burned through enough games already, but they still wanted to redshirt him, which wasn't possible. His mom even called an outreach. I'm sure Martin was telling them, hey, I want a redshirt this season. Here's what's going on. Don't play me. But they did. Very weird and odd situation. But it happened. So that was at the point where Martin's family and him both felt that Auburn didn't have his best interests at heart at all. He was not a factor in the offense like they said he would be. Couldn't even keep track of the stats of how many games he played in, which every Division I school should. So he kind of had a messed up taste of Auburn in his mouth left and said, you know what, I'm going to transfer. So here's his news. Asa Martin transferred to the U. Beast of a running back. There it is. Canes fans repping him, excited that he's coming to the U. Now, as we all know, with the waiver portal, the big thing that happened was Justin Fields got his waiver signed. In February 8th, that happened. Now, it was not based on racism. That was before mentioned by several articles. Incorrect. The lawyers said, we didn't use racism as our basis. My question is, sitting here and scratching my head, what did they use as a valid reason for him not to be eligible, but eligible this year? What reason? He went for 27 out of 39 attempts, passed for 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He was used in more than 4 games. What valid reason did Fields have that granted his eligibility, and so early? What happened? Very interesting to me. Now, as we all know, but those who don't, just in case, NCAA released the statement after. A week after they said Fields is good to go, they released the statement saying, hey, we're going to be changing and looking at the guidelines again. We're reviewing the current transfer waiver guidelines. Make sure they're in line with our membership's expectations. Very, very odd. So, the players that have gotten their eligibility and waiver signed already cannot get it anymore. That's what they're trying to say. Hey, we're going to be a little different with them. And Asa Martin here still hasn't any news on where his is at. So, very odd and suspicious. It's honestly a joke at this point. But here's the thing. Do you guys think Asa waiver should get his waiver? Will he get his waiver? In my opinion, I know it's still delayed. I know the NCAA has not given any leniency to Miami, but his situation was blundered by Auburn and not on his part. They should approve. He has a very strong case. It will impact his year and his whole career very much. They should not make Auburn's blunder affect his career. It'd be wrong on NCAA's part, regardless if he's going to Miami or not. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think he'll get his waiver signed or not? Do you think he'll have a big impact at the U this immediate year if he gets his waiver? But look, guys, it doesn't matter to Martin. He said, I'm going to keep my head up. If I get it, if I don't, I'll be eligible 2020 and I'll still have 3 more years. So that's a good thought. I hope the NCAA does the right thing and lets him play, because Auburn should not be destroying this guy's career with their blunders. Let me know what you guys think. Please be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe down below. We're a fun, exciting college football community with the Canes in focus. I need you guys to really help me out and share this video to anyone who you think would enjoy it. I appreciate you watching all the way into this video. Guys, college football world is fun, crazy, and exciting. But at the end of the day, we know it's always all about the U.